Navigating the legal landscape can be a daunting task for single dads and men that want to play more of a role in their children's lives. Now there's a guy to offer some help, and joining us this morning is Alicia Crowe, author of Real Dads Stand Up, What Every Single Father Should Know. Alicia, pleasure to have you here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, let's talk a little bit about this whole legal process. It can be intimidating for single dads.
Absolutely. Many fathers go through the legal court system, and they don't know how to really navigate it. They don't know how it works. They don't know who's who in the court or how the rules work. And it can be very intimidating for a father who has to go to court on custody or child support.
Yeah, so let's get right into some tips that you have. The first thing you say is find someone who is familiar with the landscape. Get yourself an attorney.
It's very important. For a father today who is involved in a custody proceeding, he needs to have an attorney. And I talk about how to find lawyers.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. The other thing that's important is to keep record, I would imagine, especially about child support.
Absolutely. Child support is a very big issue nowadays. Many fathers have to go to court, submit financial papers, they have to have accurate records, they have to hold on to papers because, let's face it, a lot of fathers are not that organized, and that's half the battle.
Right. Okay. And let's talk about avoiding court battles if you can. You need an attorney to maybe guide you, but if you can stay out of court, that's better for everyone.
Absolutely. Fathers need to know what it is they really want. Oftentimes they're served with papers and they're served with child support papers, and they want to have access to their children, and they don't know that they have a right to go into court and ask for it. So knowing what you want is half the battle in being able to settle and understand what's in the best interest of the children.
Now, one of the things you talk about here, and I would imagine it's different from case to case because every person is different, but avoiding baby mama drama.
Yes.
It can be very difficult because these hearings and proceedings can be very contentious.
Absolutely. We know that now father absence is a very big deal in America. In the African American community, at least 70% of children are born to parents who are not married to each other.
Wow, 70%?
Yes.
Wow.
And so it can get very sticky between parents because they don't really know how to negotiate back and forth. And so that term baby mama drama applies to the drama and the lot of the incidences and things that go on between the parents in order to try to negotiate this quasi-family. I talk in the book on ways to avoid a lot of the drama. There are things that fathers can do because, after all, it takes two.
Right.
And if you don't have one, then you don't have the drama.
Right. Okay, well, and one of the other important points that you make is not to discuss the conflict with the child. Don't get the child involved in your issues.
That's right. You know, courts have to do what's in the best interest of a child. The parents... Protracted litigation is never in the best interest of the child. And parents should never discuss the litigation to the child or disparage the other parent to the child. And so it's very important to settle and work out ways of resolving conflict that don't necessarily involve the child, because often children are caught in the middle.
Right.
And they may be used as pawns and bargaining chips, and we really don't want that to happen because at the end it's all about the children, and so they lose when parents engage in protracted litigation.
Yeah, and real quick before we go, you said if there's space between you and your child, be creative in keeping in touch.
Yes. Now with technology, we have the webcams, we have the virtual visitation, we have cell phones, we have instant messaging. There are many ways with technology that fathers can stay engaged with their children in a positive way when they're in between visits and contact and co-parenting time with the child. And so you have to really be creative, and I talk about that in the book as well.
Okay, Alicia, what a pleasure to have you here this morning. You got a couple events in Atlanta coming up, and we'll put that information up on our website so folks can find you.
Thank you.
What a pleasure to have you here this morning. Alicia Crowe continues to offer advice and resources to fathers tomorrow at the Walden Books at CNN Center and this Saturday at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. Get the details by visiting our website at myfoxatlanta.com. You'll find the link in the Scene on TV section.